Welcome to the Mastering Money mini course. Top 4 things when it comes to mastering money. Mindset is number 1. Manifestation of money is the number 2. The monetization is number 3. And number 4 is our management. When we look into the mindset, it's related to how we think. When we look at manifestation, that's related to how we're feeling. The monetization, that is going to be about the actions we take, what we do. And in order to have good management, it's about being. And in order to manifest anything in life, all you have to do is think it, feel it, do it, and then you be it. And that is why when you're mastering money, looking at your mindset, the manifestation, the monetization, and the management is the most important, because those 4 components will allow you to manifest mastering your money. Diving deeper now into mindset. What is that really about? What does your mindset have to do with how you can master your money? Well, it's about the thoughts that you're thinking in regards to money. Do you think that it is something that is bad? Do you understand ideally instead that it is only a tool, it is only a thing with no real physical power to do much except for what we decide it means, except for what we do with it. So just as a gun would not be bad unless it's in the hands of someone using it for bad reasons, money would not be bad unless it's someone using it for bad reasons. Just in the same way that plant medicine could be used in a sacred way to produce healing, or it could be used in a way that allows someone to escape reality and even harms their health or the health of those around them. It's the same with money. So what are your thoughts around money? And along with that, the other key point to do with our mindset isn't only about our thoughts, but it's about reparenting ourselves. Because a lot of the time we can get limiting beliefs around money based on the way that we're raised, the thoughts that we've heard others think and say outwardly about what they believe money is about, or that you have to work hard to make money, or that money is evil, or that people will use it for bad. So getting rid of those beliefs and really just unlearning things, because like we're born loving ourselves, we're taught to hate ourselves. So just unlearning those negative beliefs around money and being able to not only heal your inner child and those wounds and those negative feelings vibrationally around those topics, but also being able to reparent yourself in a positive way. Now that you observe those patterns from your adult self, you can decide what beliefs hold true to you in order to break those generational patterns and create a new pattern that is much more positive and beneficial for yourself, for the earth, for the animals, and those around you. The third key point of what I find to be helpful in regards to your mindset is having affirmations. So either listening to them through a playlist in the morning when you're, say, doing your makeup or getting ready, or in the evening, maybe even when you're doing yoga, or when you're journaling in the morning, you can do some affirmations. Or even in the evening when you're right before bed, that's when your subconscious mind is the most alert and ready to hold on to information and let it sink into your subconscious as you sleep. In the same way that you have a clear mind in the morning, that's also a good time to be thinking very positively. Another great thing about having a morning and evening routine is that it's a consistent, productive plan that you follow each day that allows you to, maybe you're slowing down even in those times of just doing yoga or working out in the morning or journaling, but it allows you to speed up, to have more clarity and get more things done throughout the middle of the day. And there's no one that's going to interrupt you in the morning and the evening, ideally, if you block out that time for the things that are super important for you to accomplish on a daily basis to keep your health, happiness, finance, love life, all things in order. All those things that we talked about in regards to mindset is about how you're thinking. So it's your thoughts, it's the reparenting, and it's the affirmations. And ultimately, all that is supposed to do for you is help you to believe. When we believe, we are then going to create a different reality, because our beliefs create our reality. Where attention goes, energy flows, so we should be attending to those positive thoughts. Number 2 is manifestation. So a lot of the manifestation of money is about how we are feeling. And feeling is emotional, but it's also physical. It's something that we should be able to sense within our body. And a great way to understand how you're feeling about money right now is to think of it and see what kind of feelings that brings up in your body. And ultimately, you want to bring that into a positive feeling, because we are manifesting things not only through what we're thinking, but how we feel about it. And if we don't feel good about it, we won't attract it, or we're just going to attract negative feeling events throughout our lives, which is not ideal. When you do work on visualization for your goals, think of different visuals that actually bring an empowering feeling around you having money. Because if you're someone that's signing up for a spiritual business course, that means that you are a spiritual entrepreneur, which involves wanting money not only to help yourself, but to help the earth, the animals, other people, and doing it in a conscious way. So visualize what you could do if you had more money, how you could help more people, how you could help yourself, and how you could help raise the vibration and the consciousness of the planet and of those around you. And once you have a positive visualization, that's going to create those positive feelings for you to manifest what you truly desire. And lastly, when it comes to manifestation, it's important to have gratitude for what it is that you want to manifest. Even if you have just a little bit of money right now, you want to be grateful for those small things in life, because like I said, our feelings are going to be part of what's attracting more things to us, how we feel about things. So the better we can feel about money, or even just think of it in a small way of, I'm proud of myself for going to the gym today. You're going to be a lot more likely to go to the gym the next day when you already felt so good about going to the gym than you will if you just go and you're miserable about the fact that you're not at your goal body yet. But if you look at being proud of like the small accomplishments you make, then that's ultimately going to fuel more success, because the better we feel, the better feeling events we attract for our life. And ultimately, when we're manifesting things, it's about feeling good, right? So we think we need to have other people believe in us before we accomplish something, but really we need to believe in ourselves before we then accomplish something. We think we need to get something before we feel good, but really it's about feeling good in order to get that thing that will keep us feeling good. So don't get that backwards, because for manifestation, the feeling is the most important in order for us to behold what we desire, to really see it and finally have it. And next, we are looking at monetization for the third M. And that has to do with actually doing things. With monetization, it's about taking those actions that allow us to monetize our content, to make money through our content. So there's many ways to monetize online, such as having YouTube videos that has ad revenue, or having a podcast that has some ad revenue, or maybe you're sponsored by some different clothing or jewelry companies and that gives you a little bit of money through discount codes. There's affiliate marketing, or maybe you are selling through your podcast, which is, I recommend to sell your own products instead. So maybe you have a ebook that you sell, or a membership community that maybe starts with a free trial, or maybe you have a course that you are selling, or a program, or retreats, whatever it is that, or even digital products. Anything that you're wanting to make money with online is what monetization means. It's how you're actually collecting money from the content that you're creating. And ultimately, it starts with that free content creation first, and giving a lot away for free. Like a lot of my best information I'll put into a YouTube video, but it still allows people to buy my book, or join my membership community, or watch the podcast. Some people might watch a YouTube video and I could have the same audio of that YouTube video playing on a podcast, but some people would prefer to listen to the podcast, some people would prefer to watch the video, even if it's the same piece of content. And you could make that same video then into an ebook or a guide. Somebody might want to read it instead. Or you could make it into just an Instagram caption, or an email for an automated webinar email list, or for new customers and new clients that come in. So there's many ways to monetize content, but you have to find what feels good to you, what's fun for you, and what ultimately brings you the most free time to monetize other things or do the things that bring you the most joy, health, wealth, and freedom in your life. If you wanted to use a long-form YouTube video into a course, that's also fine for somebody that wants to buy a more detailed version of that YouTube video, because you put it into sections through a course. and that makes it easier for people to follow. And some people want to follow a course or even a certification program that you can create for them. So the other thing you want to focus on with monetization is systems. So this could be a system of having automated messages when somebody sends a code word at your Instagram caption for a free guide, to get a free trial of your membership community, or to get your free ebook. Well, they send that keyword, and then automatically you have a chat bot that sends them the details of what you said you would give them, and that saves you a lot of time getting back to messages. You can also have systems in place where you have a certain email list that is triggered anytime someone buys something, and then they're on your email list, or anytime they get a free guide, and it starts sending them different messages. Another system is maybe the 4 different things you post about, and how that shows different parts of yourself and sells different things that you like to sell online. Another system is having, of course, I think email marketing is a great way to have a system, because it can even do like a drop set of courses. And another system that's great is learning to do something yourself. Say that's editing the ebook, or posting, scheduling posts for the month so that it doesn't take as long each day. And once you have that system in place, you can hire that out and someone else can schedule your content, or you just give it to AI to schedule or to edit your ebooks and things. But once you have systems in place, it's very easy to use that system to give to someone else, so that you have more free time to create more systems in things that only you can do, because you should be focused eventually in business on only the things that you can do. So for me, I can only talk to the camera. Like no one else could replace me talking to the camera like this, and me having one-on-one calls with my clients, but other people could do the editing process. I don't need to be the one doing that, or structuring it into a course. So think of things that you can hire out to free up more time for you to do what you do best and what you feel best doing. Ultimately, when it comes to the monetization of your brand, it's about how you behave. Are you behaving in a way that allows you to monetize? Are you doing the things you need to do in order to monetize? And if you have already followed the other 2 steps, then you should be monetizing. Our last step is the management of the money once you have it. And this is now in the section of when we are being it. And we have ultimately, through all these other 3 things I'm going to talk about, that's when we are becoming who we desire to be, when we've had this manifested. So once you do have your money mastered, what is it that you want to be doing? Think of what your daily life is like, because that is what you're doing now that you're managing it. What things are you managing? Do you manage a team? Do you manage a community? Do you manage just online content? Do you also manage in-person business? Do you manage retreats? Are you managing retreats? Are you managing online communities or even in-person communities? Do you have property? Do you have real estate? Are you rebuilding houses to resell them? Are you investing, which is another key point? You also want to be tracking what you are making. Maybe you have analytics set up on websites, and just tracking in general, like how much you're making based on your membership community, the ad revenue, the one-on-one clients, the group program, which is the best way to make more money while helping more people, because you could help hundreds of people in 1 call per week versus just the one-on-one client, which would be max 10 people at a time you'd want to do one-on-one calls with, and that's going to be your highest ticket option, because in that same hour you could create more content or more podcasts or help more people in the program. So if they want that one-on-one hour call each week, that would be your highest ticket. And yeah, so maybe you're getting 10K from just your one-on-one clients. Then you have a $2,000 program or a $900 program for 3 months that you sign up 100 people for. So that's endless amounts there. You have as many people as you want in your membership community. But even at $50 a month with 100 people, that's $5K a month in your membership community. And then the revenue and maybe any affiliate marketing or digital or physical products that you have as well are great options. And not only tracking how much you're making, but how much you spend and how much you're ultimately saving. And then using that saving not just to keep it sitting there in your bank account, but how are you investing that, whether that's in things like property, maybe saving a little bit for, like, say, some things with your family in the future or kids. Maybe it's about investing into a business program that helps you make more money, or investing into equipment for your content creation. investing into your appearance in ways that are healthy, investing into good quality food, investing into good quality information that we consume as well, like books. Maybe for you that also involves Bitcoin. There's many areas we can look at in regards to investing, and that means that it's something that we buy now that ends up making us more money versus a liability, which is something we buy that never gives back or that just drains us, right? So we want to be putting our money into things that are bringing more money or bringing more abundance and health and happiness that we want, so that we can become who we desire to be, which is someone that masters the money game. And that's you now. So make sure you believe it, think about it, so you're believing it, that you're feeling it, beholding it, seeing it, visualizing it, that you do it so that you are also behaving in that way, and then you can be it, become it, because you deserve it and it's all in your power.